Hi bowl bakers! After showing you how to make mug cakes and even 3-layer cakes in the microwave, you probably think you've seen it all, but you ain't seen nothing yet. I am going to show you how you can make an incredible chocolate cake on the stove top, and all you need is a cake pan and a saucepan. Also, today is bonus video day thanks to my partnership with Good Cook. So after this video, I want you to go over to Good Cook's page and watch how you can make the best ever peach and blueberry crisp. The recipe for the chocolate stovetop cake can be found on biggerbolderbaking.com, along with all of the information about the tools that I use in this episode. Okay, let's start out in a nice large bowl. So first things first, room temperature butter. Now you want to make sure this is nice and soft so it whips up so much better. Next we're going to add in some sugar. Then with a whisk we're just going to mix this all up by hand. Now if you want to do it with an electric mixer you can too, but this is a really simple cake just to do all by hand in one big bowl. So all you want to do is just cream it up until it's nice and pale in colour. Okay, so I've been whipping this for around 2 minutes. Now I'm going to add in my eggs one by one. Mix your egg in well before you add in the next one. This recipe makes a really lovely soft cake and it's very traditional in Ireland to make something like this. So now if you don't eat eggs, don't worry, you can always substitute them with applesauce or buttermilk, and you can check out my egg substitute chart and that will help you. Okay, this is looking great. Now we're going to add in our dry ingredients. So here I have a sieve and I'm going to add in my flour, baking powder to help it rise, and then unsweetened cocoa powder. Now the reason that I'm sieving this is because cocoa powder can tend to have lumps, so you want to make sure there's no lumps in your cake. And then just sift it all in. By doing this, you're actually letting a lot of air into your cake and making it nice and light. Okay, there we go. This is a really fast cake to make. Just go back in with your whisk and then just mix until it forms a batter. So our cake is looking great. Now here is my cake pan. This is a Good Cook 9-inch round cake pan. This is a really important piece of kitchen equipment because I use it a lot. 9 inches is pretty standard. So there's a link on my website of where you can buy these, and they're really inexpensive and great to have. So I'm going to fill up my cake batter into my greased and lined cake pan. And then with a spatula, I'm just going to spread it out to make it as even as possible. Fantastic. Okay, lovely, and remember this will even itself out once it's cooked. So now the cooking part, this is the fun part. So here I have a Good Cook classic 11-inch saute pan with lid, and this is what we're going to cook our cake in. So into this I'm going to place in a very shallow plate, and then on top of that I'm going to pour in some water just until it comes to the top of the plate. And then on with our lid, and then I'm going to turn it on to a medium heat and let it slowly come to a simmer. So a few important tips: make sure you use a nice deep saucepan so it gives your cake space to rise. Also make sure you put the plate in there so your cake is not sitting on the bottom of the saucepan. Also another thing, keep an eye on the level of water, and if you need to add a little bit more, feel free to do so. So now you just want to leave it simmering away gently here for around 25 to 30 minutes or so, and you'll notice because your cake will rise up nice and big. So it's just gone 30 minutes and my cake is done. Brace yourself, prepare to be wowed. Look at that, can you believe that? Look how great it looks. So just turn off the heat, and then wearing oven mitts, you want to be careful here. Very gently take it out. So how you can tell it's done, if you press down on the top and you can feel it's firm underneath your finger. Now I'm just going to set this aside, let it cool down, and then I'm going to show you a really fun way to decorate it. So my cake has completely cooled and I put it onto my serving platter. Now check this out. I have a piece of lace with a really lovely pattern on it. It has flowers and really nice design. And all I'm going to do is just lay this on top of my cake and just kind of push it into place. You're not going to believe this. If you think you're not a cake decorator, check this out. I'm going to dust it very generously with powdered sugar. So you want to make sure that you are generous with this so the design does come through. So all over the top, could not be simpler. Look at that, instantly decorated cake, absolutely gorgeous. If you don't have lace, you can also do this with a doily. Get really creative, you'll be surprised what you find around your house. Now I'm going to cut myself a nice big slice. After all, I did go to all this trouble to make the cake. I can feel already, you see how soft that is? Check that out, super moist, really delicious chocolate cake. Now you can serve this with ganache, chocolate sauce, you can have it simply with some cream, whatever you like. I would be so bold to say that this might be the best chocolate cake I have ever made. It is really rich, it's nice and thick and cakey. It is melt in your mouth, absolutely delicious. It's pretty incredible to think that you can make this whole entire cake on a stovetop. It makes me think what else you can make on a stovetop. So if you think this recipe was good, head over right now to the Good Cook page and see how you can make an incredible peach and blueberry crisp. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you back here really soon for more bigger, bolder baking.